So one of you guys just recently commented on my rack store video that TJX, the company that owns Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, just recently purchased a 35% stake in a Dubai-based company called Brands for Less. So I wanted to take a look at the article, dig into it a little bit, because one of the things that you guys mentioned was the fact that this could actually increase variety and the number of Middle Eastern fragrances available at our local TJ Maxx's and Marshalls. So let's take a look at the article really quickly. TJX buys 35% stake in Dubai-based Brands for Less. The TJX companies will invest approximately $360 million to purchase a 35% stake in Brands for Less. Think about that. $360 million for a 35% stake, not even half of Brands for Less, going for $360 million. So nice chunk of change there. An off-price apparel, toys, and home fashions retailer with more than 100 stores in the UAE and Saudi Arabia, as well as an e-commerce business. TJX expects the acquisition to close later this fiscal year, which ends in February 2025. The retailer, which operates TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, and Sierra brands, has ambitious growth plans. In May 2024, CEO and President Ernie Herrmann said the company planned to expand its store footprint by at least 1,300 stores over the long term. On its way to that long-term goal, TJX already has looked beyond the U.S. border. In June of 2024, TJX partnered with South America-based Grupo Axo to expand its off-price business into Mexico. So, and here it says TJX, their quarter two earnings results, so their net sales was $13.5 billion, a 6% increase year over year. So I'd like to think that all my rack store videos contributed to that $13.5 billion generated for TJX companies. I'm still waiting for my check, but that's neither here nor there. Sales rose over 4%. And look, the reality is that this is going to increase supply chain one way or the other. Where they already have 100 stores in the UAE, chances are they're going to be stocking those stores as well as stocking stores here in the US. So I'd be curious to see what type of crossover there is. I actually want to dig a little deeper and take a look. Since they have an e-commerce foothold, they have a website, I wanted to check them out. So let's take a look at Brands for Less and see what type of products they have. Obviously, you have your clothes, as they mentioned. They have toys for kids, sneakers, that type of thing, some jewelry. All the things that we would expect to see in our local TJ Maxx and Marshalls. But what are we here for? We're here for the fragrance. So let's click on men's perfume and just see what type of fragrances they actually have available right now on their website. And the first thing that stands out to me is that some of these fragrances, you have your feelers, right? We've seen those at our Burlingtons and even our TJ Maxx's. You have your Salvatore Ferragamos. You have your Antonio Banderas. JPG. It looks like it's full price. It's not discounted. But, some of their discounts, 66% off, 77% off. You have your Jimmy Choos. You have your Mercedes, Jaguars. So very familiar inventory to what we already receive here. That doesn't mean that we're not going to see more Middle Eastern fragrances. You have some Dunhill, and you don't see a lot of Dunhill, at least not these ones, at Marshalls, TJ Maxx. So will we be seeing some of those? Remains to be seen. I think this is only a good thing. You got your Hugo reversed, of course. Got to have that. I think this is only a good thing for us, especially if you guys like finding deals at your local TJ Maxx's and stuff. This is going to offer a little bit more variety. I would imagine we're going to get some of that inventory here at some point. Company is only owning 35% of it, so I don't know how much of that inventory will actually end up here in the States, but it's pretty interesting nonetheless. It's something that I am definitely going to be keeping my eye on. And we've already seen it happen, right? Now, I don't necessarily know if it's due to the merger, but we're seeing more Lattafas pop up at the rack stores at Burlington's and stuff like that, and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So it's an exciting time. It's only a matter of time, I would imagine, before we start seeing other brands. We've seen a lot of Lattafas. We've seen a lot of the budget-friendly, Middle Eastern fragrances under $20 from companies like Milestone, which have a bunch of subsidiaries. They own a ton of different names and they just release it, usually under the Milestone name. Let's take a look at some of the other fragrances they have here. You got Bentley Momentum, of course, Coach, absolute rack store staple. Upome Le Parfum. I haven't seen that one at the rack store. Again, another full price though. So they know what they're doing over there. They're keeping some of the more rare fragrances at full price, where some of these typical discounted fragrances like your Banana Republics, your Lamborghinis, your Dracars are at a deep discount. So guys, if you haven't yet, drop a like on this video if you like this type of content. I like doing videos like this. I want to do more videos like this. So if you guys like seeing this stuff, drop it in the comment section down below. Let me know I'm doing a good job. This is stuff that interests me, and I imagine it interests you as well. The same old top 10 list sometimes come across is inauthentic and get a little boring. I've done them, but my channel isn't known for top 10 lists, so I like doing stuff like this. This is fun. I would love to know what you guys think about this. Drop a comment down below. My scent of the day, guys, Ferragamo Bright Leather. Love this stuff. And this week's rotation is focusing on super underrated fragrances. And this, oh yeah, this is one of them. Absolutely love this. Really nice twist on leather. Bright, uplifting. It's a soft leather, but it's there. And I don't know. I just love this stuff. Funny enough, I actually grabbed this at a Marshalls. That's all I have today, guys. Again, drop a like if you like what you saw, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.